life, sex, goals, and oh, hell knows, this is Midlife Craving. Cravers, I've missed you so much. I feel like this break was really long, too long, and I fucking like it long, okay? So much has happened. I don't even know where to begin. So far this year, life has really kicked my ass. I've joked around lately about how my life is nothing short of a country music song. You know, my wife left me, I got scarlet fever, and then my dog died, okay? It really has been one thing after another. I recorded with Zach the last episode of season 3, and right after that, my life got flipped right upside down. I have shared my HPV experience with you all very openly on this show. And, you know, I always talk about safe sex and practicing it. On March 31st, I had my annual appointment with Dr. V. I got fully STI screened. I had my last HPV shot. I even had a colposcopy, like a follow-up, you know, from the leap that I had in September. While she was all up in there, Dr. V was like, I see a white spot on your cervix. She was like, I'm not concerned, but let's go ahead and biopsy it. I was like, you're not concerned? Because now I'm fucking concerned. And she was like, no, this is just an abundance of caution. I'm sure it's scar tissue from your leap. Don't worry about it. I even texted her that night and I was like, okay, Dr. V, I hate to do this. You know, she came on the show and I had her number. I was like, but I'm in my head. Are we sure everything's fine? She was like, yeah. She was like, I'm sure it's the scar tissue. Sadly, it was not. All of my other tests came back normal, thankfully. But the next thing I knew, I was sitting in my new oncologist's office and hearing the word hysterectomy. I know that's a very scary thing to say, right? And it was scary, and it is scary. But luckily for me, I get screened all of the time, and it was super early. So a hysterectomy was the protocol for me. I don't even, you know what? Now that I'm sitting here and talking about it, I don't think I've really even had the time to process all of this because everything happened so fast. On May 1st, six weeks ago today, actually, which is fucking crazy, I had a total hysterectomy. I kept my ovaries, so thankfully that doesn't throw me into menopause, but it's crazy that this fucking happened. I remember that I was like such a blur, and I walked in there on the day of surgery and I was like, hi, I'm here to cancel my monthly subscription. Also, side note, my oncologist is fucking hot. Okay. Oh my God. Only me. Like, he's so handsome and he's so kind. Best doctor ever. And I was fucking terrified that I would wake up from my surgery and make a fool out of myself, right? Okay. Like, I have problems waking up. After my leap procedure, I was like, my vagina hurts. My vagina's falling off. Like, crazy, made a fool. I was like, oh my God, I was apologizing to everybody. I was so worried I was going to wake up after this hysterectomy and be like, hey, hot doc, you want to try out this new pussy you made? You want to go first? Oh my God. You know what? Only me. Sadly, I mean, happy for him. He's married. Otherwise, you know what? I would have shot my shot. I swear to God. On my last appointment, after all of our patient-doctor relations were over, I definitely would have shot my shot. He's a very handsome man, super fucking good guy too. So the things I think in my head. God, I hope he doesn't listen to this. I just want to give a quick shout out to my best gal, best friend in the world, Katina. She took excellent care of me. And honestly, the hysterectomy was way easier than I thought it was going to be. The very worst part so far has been not being able to lift like I normally do at the gym. And oh yeah, no sex. No sex for 8 weeks. It's like no D diet, but this time I really have a reason not to get the D. And it's been tough. It's been tough. Luckily, you spend a lot of time recovering, and also like the thought of something going in there, I'm like, no. But I have 2 weeks left and I am fiending. Not to worry, I've been wearing out my clit toys. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say PCAT has saved my life these last few weeks. She is truly one of my most favorite toys. Her 6th setting is absolutely magical, and I have the best orgasms with her. That's a concern when you have surgery down there. Like, even with the leap, I remember asking Dr. V, I was like, is this going to impact my orgasms? Is this going to impact my drive? Like, after a hysterectomy, your cervix and your uterus, I had a total. So that's both of those are gone. And I'm so worried. I was like, oh my God, like even though I'm a clit climaxer, I was terrified. And oh my God, okay, if you're listening to this and you have a hysterectomy, this is probably not recommended, but I could only wait about 7 days and I was breaking out PCAT. And yeah, still 10 out of 10 orgasms. And she is just the best. I also love how easy she is to hold. And she also holds a charge like a champ. I can get 5 to 6 uses out of her per charge. And that's a lot. If you don't have one, you are missing out. Go to tracysdog.com, look her up, PCAT, and use code CRAVERS20, CRAVERS20, and get 20% off. She is a game changer, a must-have in your buzz box. Don't think about it, just get her. Following my hysterectomy, my margins were unremarkable. That's like the very best word that you can hear. And I am good to go. Thank God. And I'm seeing Dr. V and my oncologist and next Thursday. And I got them both like little gifts and, nice things because they have taken such good care of me. And I'm so lucky that I have this relationship with my doctor and I get seen all the time and regularly. So a little PSA here. If you haven't been to your gynecologist, ladies, if you haven't had a PAP recently, please go in. There's nothing to fear. It's better to know now than later if anything should happen. And I mean, it's just crazy to me. If I wouldn't have gone in there, if I wouldn't have taken care of this, I don't know what the outcome could have been. And so get tested, stay safe, get checked, go to your doctor's appointments. All right. What a wild, what a wild 6 months I have had. I feel like it all started with the flood in January, which, by the way, I am completely set up now in my new studio. If you follow me over on Instagram at Midlife Craving, you can see a tour to include my dildo shelves, dildo vibrator shelves. And then from there, it was the tonsillectomy and then the hemorrhage and almost dying. And then finally a hysterectomy. I think I'm due for a break now. I mean, I gotta be, right? Only downhill from here, I hope. Let's catch up on a few things. I had a fabulous weekend with Cozy in Virginia Beach. It was so awesome to meet him and spend time with him. We had an absolute blast. We worked out. We hit the beach. Oh, by the way, I tried the tequila high noons. Not a fan. Oh, I was so bummed. You guys know, if you know me, I love my high noons. And I felt like the lime one was good, but the rest of the flavors, not for me. I'm going to stick to the vodka ones. I like the peach and the grapefruit and the lime. But yeah, the tequila, not the best. But we drank them on the beach, had a good time. We ate great food, had amazing conversation. If you listen to the episode with Cozy, you could tell the vibes, they're immaculate. And I just want to say it's so nice being surrounded by such positive people in my life. And I feel like I've manifested that, over the last 2 years with being sex positive, living my, truly my authentic life. I've attracted all of these amazing humans in my life. I know what you're thinking. No, we did not fuck. Okay. But I have been getting a little action in, of course. I had a fabulous date with my dom and broken my new throat since my tonsillectomy. Also broken the new studio, a little oral sex action. Haven't fucked in here yet, but I will. I want to say though, I was nervous to throat cock again. And he's big. It was a little different at first, but we took it slow. And, like riding a bike, I picked up right where I left off. I also was super nervous. So I actually really like when a guy comes deep down my throat. Sometimes I'll request and say, hey, I want you to come so deep down my throat that I don't even taste it. I don't know. To me, I don't know. I really enjoy that. And I definitely noticed, there's a lot more room back there, more room for activities. And I have to be very careful and mindful until I get used to all this area back there, because I was like, oh my God, it's going to shoot up my nose. So these are just things that you think when you've had an adult tonsillectomy and you like throating cock. Okay. I also saw Hawtdog last week and we recorded together. You guys are going to get to meet him on the next episode. It's a lot of fun. We also fucked around in the studio and I have a hot scene to share with him. So while recording, of course, we're talking about things that we've done together, and the hot pink neon was on, and I don't know, it was very sexy in here. We're having all of this sexy talk. I feel like that entire episode was just straight up foreplay for us, and I wish you guys could see the looks that we were giving each other. So you'll see how the episode ends. You'll go ahead and hear it for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it here, but we ended up messing around, and I still can't have sex. And so I was on my knees, sucking his dick. He was giving me, this is one of the things I really like about him, lots of compliments. There was tons of eye contact. It was hot. And I was like, you know what? I want to come too. So I grabbed P-Cat. So I'm holding P-Cat on my pussy, sucking his dick, looking up at him. It was really hot. And I just want to say something. WAP, basement flooded, it is still a fucking thing post-hysterectomy. And for that, I am very grateful, because those are things you worry about, right? I'm like, am I still going to get as wet as I normally do? And I'm here to tell you, yes. And I'm so thankful and so glad. So I want to share something really cute that he did. So it's getting hot, okay? I had just had incredible orgasm from P-Cat. His dick's in my mouth. I mean, it was a hot scene. My titties are out. Things are hot in the room, okay? And he looks down at me and he's like, Adrian, please, can we please just play Just the Tip? And I was like, and you know me, I'm the Just the Tip girl. And I was like, Hawtdog, no, we can't. He was like, come on, please, please, please. I mean, it was so cute and so funny. And part of me really wanted to, but I was like, no, it's not worth it. I need to fully heal. I cannot have a setback. And so next time, Hawtdog, I promise you. And we can play a little game, okay? How about we pretend that we're just going to play Just the Tip and we're not going to go all the way. That'll be a lot of fun together. It was hot. The episode is too. You guys are going to love it. Speaking of episodes, I am thrilled to share that my new show with Tracy's dog has launched. Toy Stories is now available anywhere you listen to podcasts, and even better, full video is on YouTube. Video podcasting has been a whole new world for me, but I think I'm getting the hang of it now. My channel is Toy Stories, that's STORIEZZ_TD, and 4 episodes are live, even some YouTube shorts. Here's some of the topics that I've covered so far. So head over there, subscribe to the channel. You're not going to want to miss it. So I've talked about my favorite toys and tips and tricks on how I like to use them. I dedicated an entire episode to Captain Morgan. You know I had to. I share my very own toy stories, including my first vibrator and dildo experience. I did an episode on what it means to be sex positive and how you can increase your own sex positivity. Oh, I love this one. I talk about the slut protocols. And then I also did one on 10 sexual experiences that changed me. There's more. I've already recorded 12 episodes with them so far, and they're going to be rolling out every Thursday. So be sure that you're following along. It's a lot of fun. And I know it's crazy. It's even crazy to say right now. I have 2 podcast shows. But what I love about it is I get to have the best of both worlds when it comes to sharing content. Here on Midlife Craving, I can be personal, openly share my journey and hot sexcapades along the way. Also normalizing, this crazy phase that is midlife. And over on Toy Stories, I can detail and discuss my love for self-pleasure. I can focus on toy specifics and other broader sex-positive topics. Working with Tracy's dog has been a match made in sex toy heaven, and I'd love to hear what you think of it. Go check out the show and let me know. I would love to see my cravers in the comments. I just got to say, it feels so good to be back. I hope that you all are doing really well. I'd love to hear from you. Send me a DM on Instagram at Midlife Craving and say hello. You can also email me, midlifecraving@gmail.com. Or, give me a review here and just say hi. I really love to engage with you all and I want to catch up. So let me know how you've been doing too. There is so much to look forward to this season. I have some really great guests lined up and a ton of events. Let's talk about the show first. Okay, so up next is Hawtdog. And as you heard, it was a really fun conversation. And like I said, spoiler alert, things get hot at the end. I have Beth Miller coming back to discuss what I like to call my Tin Man status, okay? I haven't had a single feeling, not even a thump in my chest since 2019, and we're going to talk about it. Hopefully she can help me resolve it. It's been kind of something that I've been thinking about, it was fun and it has been fun, being in the lifestyle these last few years. But I don't know, I've become detached and I'm starting to wonder, is there anything in there? I don't want to be the Tin Man forever. So that's going to be a great episode. One of my favorite guests, and you guys loved her too, Mai, is making a return, and we have a lot to talk about when it comes to sex, dating, and orgasming. I've been making notes, and I'm so excited to see her again. If you're on TikTok, then you've probably seen his name's Viking Mindset 11 on there. He's a boxer and an amazing storyteller. So he shares his firsthand experiences in the Florida prison system. And he's going to come on and talk about sex life after lockup. I am really excited to hear what he has to say about that. Also, side note, I would totally fuck him. Okay. I also have a fabulous divorce coach coming on, Joanna. She holds nothing back when it comes to divorce, including why she thinks you shouldn't blend families post-divorce. And we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. Very excited to have her come on. These are just a few of the recordings through July. So lots more coming up on the show. Let's talk about some events that I have planned. You guys know that I have had a fucked up year so far, and I plan to fully live life to the absolute fullest for the rest of this year. I'm going to a water park this weekend with one of my favorite lifestyle gals. It's going to be so nice to relax, recharge, and talk all about the sex positive things. I just really cherish my time with her. In July, I'm going to a concert with my lifestyle crew, and I can't wait for that. Another party coming up. I'm going to be doing all the things. Every invitation I get is going to be a yes, okay? And then also, I just want to say, it is really exciting to know I can plan dates, I can go to events, I could do clubs, whatever I want to do, because Shark Week, no more. I'm never going to have to worry about if I'm on my period, if I'm post-period, or whatever. So that's very exciting to me. I have my annual Virginia beach trip planned for my birthday. And then I'm taking my first ever road trip to Florida with my brother. He rented a fucking RV. Oh my God. I was like, holiday road. Okay, we are gonna, I've never done this before. If you have any tips for driving down, the eastern shoreline, let me know. It's going to be interesting. I told him, I said, I want to go, of course, south the border. I want to go to Buc-ee's. I also want to stick my ass out the window and moon someone. Okay, these are just a few of the things on the road trip to do. And then in November, we are celebrating Katina's birthday in a big way. I booked us a trip to Exuma. And you fucking know I'm seeing the local. We have already made plans. Biggest cock ever. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's going to be an amazing trip. I think I'm going to sprinkle in a Disney trip in there, a little vanilla trip in there somewhere too. But like I said, I am balling out the rest of 2023. I fucking mean it. All right, cravers, you've got some homework. Please go watch my new show on YouTube, Toy Stories _TD, and subscribe to it while you're there. Go follow me over on Instagram so you don't miss a thing. That's at Midlife Craving. And if you're enjoying all of this, all this going on, please rate and review the show. I need to say that more. And I really, really appreciate the love. It feels so great to be back. Are you ready for this ride? Buckle up, strap on, in, and let's roll.